Yesterday, a 35-year-old former gym owner just broke a Guinness World Record and generated $87.5 million in 8 hours, doing something that should be impossible. Alex Hormozi sold 2.9 million copies of his book in 24 hours while hitting peak viewership of 113,000 people watching him live on YouTube. Yeah, you heard that right. He made more money in one day than most Fortune 500 companies make in a quarter, and he did it selling a $30 book. But here's the plot twist that'll make your brain do mental gymnastics. Most people think this was just a book launch. Set up the impossible math. So let's start with the numbers that sound completely made up. Because honestly, when I first saw these figures, I thought someone had accidentally added extra zeros to everything. Alex Hormozi's 100M Money Models book launch happened on August 16th, 2025. Literally yesterday as I'm recording this. He officially broke the Guinness World Record by selling 2,917,443 books in 24 hours. That's not a typo. Almost 3 million books in one day. But here's where your brain starts melting. Each book cost $30. So we're looking at $87.5 million in revenue from what most people thought was just a book launch. To put this in perspective, that's more money than most companies on the New York Stock Exchange generate in an entire year. His live stream peaked at 113,000 concurrent viewers, which means more people were watching Alex talk about business models than most Super Bowl halftime shows get. And this went on for 10 straight hours. But wait, it gets crazier. Alex didn't just rely on people finding his book organically. He spent over $4 million on advertising alone, created 1,500 different ad creatives, and mobilized an army of 21,000 affiliates to promote this thing. It's like he built a military campaign disguised as a book launch. His previous book launches were already considered record-breaking, but this is like going from selling out Madison Square Garden to selling out the entire population of Chicago in one day. Part 1, the 3-tier money machine. So how do you make millions giving something away for free? Simple. You don't actually make money from the free thing. You make money from everything else. And Alex basically turned his book launch into the world's most sophisticated sales funnel disguised as a gift. Tier 1, the free tier, the loss leader. Everyone got the book for free, access to the live stream, some mystery secret project that sounds like it was named by a 12-year-old who watches too much Marvel, and 5 guest speakers. This tier exists for one reason: to get people in the door. It's like Costco's $1.50 hot dog. They lose money on it, but you're not leaving without buying a 50-pack of toilet paper. Tier 2, the VIP package, $29.99, the sweet spot. Here's where things get smart. For $30, you got a Vegas trip giveaway, guaranteed hardback copy, backstage live stream access, and here's the kicker, recordings of the main event. Remember, Alex promised to you wipe the main event from the internet after it ended. So if you wanted to watch it again, you had to upgrade. It's like hostage negotiation, but with book content. Tier 3, the premium bundle, $5,998, the Whale Hunter. This is where the real money happened. For $6,000, you got 12 physical playbooks, lifetime access to some AI trained on $31 million worth of consulting data, which sounds made up but apparently isn't, and 200 books you could donate for tax write-offs. Now, $5,998 sounds insane for what's essentially a business course, until you realize his target audience is entrepreneurs who probably spend more than that on their monthly Starbucks habit. If just 1,000 people bought this bundle, which is entirely possible given his audience size, that's almost $6 million in revenue. And here's the beautiful part. All of this was sold after people had already received the free book and seen the value. It's like getting a free sample at Costco, except the sample is a full meal and then they convince you to buy the entire restaurant. Tier 4, the ACQ Scale Advisory, $18,000, the Whale Hunter. But wait, there's more. After people bought the $6,000 bundle, they got offered the ACQ Scale Advisory program for $18,000. This included 6 months of virtual intensives with Alex's team, private community access, and ongoing support. Now, $18,000 sounds insane until you realize Alex's consulting normally runs $50,000 plus per engagement. So this was positioned as a 60% discount for people who had already proven they were serious by buying the book bundle. If just 100 people bought this upsell, which is entirely possible given the scale, that's another $1.8 million in revenue on top of everything else. Part 2, the affiliate army strategy. But here's where Alex really showed his genius. Instead of spending millions on Facebook ads like every other guru, he built an army of 23,000 affiliates affiliates to promote for him for free. Think about this for a second. Most book launches involve the author spending their own money on ads, hoping to make it back in sales. Alex flipped this completely. He convinced 23,000 other people to spend their money promoting his book and somehow made them feel grateful for the opportunity. It's like if Tesla convinced every car dealer in America to promote Tesla cars using their own marketing budgets. Except somehow that actually happened. The affiliate program was basically designed like a video game with achievement levels. Top 10 affiliates got in-person Vegas workshops, 30-minute one-on-one sessions with Alex, and private dinners. For business people trying to level up, that's basically the holy grail of networking opportunities. But Alex didn't just throw these affiliates into the wild and hope for the best. He gave them everything: pre-written email sequences, ad copy templates, social media posts, even text message templates. It was like franchise marketing, but for book promotion. The result? Zero advertising spend for Alex, while thousands of marketers tested different audiences and messaging for him. He basically crowdsourced the entire marketing campaign while getting detailed data on what works and what doesn't. It's like having access to A/B test results from thousands of different marketing experiments, except you didn't pay for any of them. Part 3, the psychological warfare. Now, the strategy gets really interesting when you look at the psychological tactics Alex used. This wasn't just a book launch, it was a masterclass in behavioral economics. The live business consultation. Genius. Here's where Alex pulled out what might be the smartest trust-building move I've ever seen. Mid-livestream, he gave out a phone number and said, "Call this number right now and I'll solve your business problems live." And people actually did it. We're talking about a guy who probably charges $50,000 plus for private consulting, giving away free business advice to random callers on a live stream with 1 million people watching. The chat was going absolutely crazy with W after every piece of advice he gave. Think about the psychology here for a second. Instead of just talking about business theory, Alex was demonstrating his expertise in real time by solving actual business problems. It's like if Gordon Ramsay promised to teach you cooking, then actually cooked a 5-star meal right in front of you while explaining every step. Except the meal was someone's failing business, and Alex was the chef. The scarcity bomb. Alex promised to completely delete the main event recording after it ended. No replays, no second chances, no "oops, I missed it" options. This created what psychologists call loss aversion. People's fear of missing out often overrides their rational decision making. It's like limited edition sneaker drops, but for business content. The mystery box effect. That secret project he kept mentioning, nobody knew what it was until the event. He literally convinced 1 million people to show up for a mystery gift. It's like if Amazon said, "Buy this box, we'll tell you what's in it later." And people actually did it, which, knowing Amazon customers, they probably would. The social proof avalanche. With over 1 million registrations, Alex created massive social proof. When everyone's doing something, it must be important, right? It's the same psychology that makes people line up for hours for new iPhone releases, even though their old phone works perfectly fine. The authority transfer. By giving away valuable content for free first, Alex established credibility before asking for money. It's like a magician showing you a few tricks for free before asking you to pay for the full show. Except in this case, the free tricks were actually valuable business frameworks. The progressive commitment. First, people committed to registering for free, then they committed time to attend. Then, they were more likely to commit money to upgrade. It's like getting someone to agree to small requests before asking for bigger ones. Psychologists call this the foot in the door technique, and Alex basically turned it into a money printing machine. Part 4. Why this changes everything. Here's why every other business guru is probably having panic attacks right now. Alex just raised the bar so high that everyone else's launch strategy looks like they're selling lemonade at a Tesla dealership. Most authors do book launches like this. Write book, buy ads, hope people buy book, maybe break even. Alex did this. Create massive value, give it away free, build enormous audience, then sell premium implementation to people who are already convinced of the value. It's the difference between trying to convince strangers to buy something versus selling premium services to people who already know you deliver results. One is difficult. The other is just taking orders. But here's the kicker that's really got the industry shook. Alex proved you can scale authentic value delivery. Most people think you either provide great value to a small audience or mediocre value to a large audience. Alex delivered genuine value to over 1 million people simultaneously while generating massive revenue. The production investment alone, multiple millions of dollars, showed he was playing a completely different game. While other gurus are recording courses in their bedrooms, Alex basically created a Netflix-level production for a book launch. And that affiliate strategy, it's not just smart marketing, it's building an entire distribution network. Those 23,000 affiliates aren't just promoting this launch, they're now part of his ecosystem for future launches. He basically built his own media empire disguised as a book promotion. The new playbook. So what does this all mean? Alex Hormozi didn't just launch a book yesterday. He launched a completely new business model that other entrepreneurs are going to be copying for years. The old model was create content, hope people buy buy it, repeat. The new model is create massive value, give it away strategically, build an ecosystem, then monetize the premium implementation. Whether you think Alex is a business genius or just really good at making gym advice sound profound, you can't argue with the results. The guy figured out how to make millions by giving things away, and that's a level of business jujitsu that most people can't even comprehend. So, the next time someone tells you that free content doesn't make money, just remind them that some former gym owner made $15 million in one day by giving away a book. Because apparently, in 2025, the best way to sell something is to not sell it at all. And if you want to know more about how these business guru empires actually work, make sure you subscribe, because trust me, this story is just getting started. What do you think? Is Alex Hormozi a marketing genius, or is this just a really expensive way to give away books? Let me know in the comments, and if you want more breakdowns of how these business empires actually make their money, hit that subscribe button.